Well, hello and welcome to the show. I'm so glad you've joined us again this week. We've got some great challenges for these guys today, and that's all coming up right here on Discovering the Horseman Within.
Gonna take a ride on one true horse.
What we're going to do today is give you each a task to perform. So inside the mailbox are 8 slips of paper. On the slip of paper is a task you're to perform. There are things that you know, different training exercises, maneuvers, different things that we would do on a routine basis. You're going to pick up your piece of paper, come back over here to me, get the microphone, tell me how well you think your horse is going to do.
The drum roll says, I got the side pass.
Well, I managed to pick up lope a circle.
I got the trot to back up with no reins. Lope a circle. I got the trot to back up with no reins.
All right, Kurt, what have you got?
I got rollbacks as well.
And Lisa, you only had one piece of paper left, right?
No. So I ended up getting side passing.
All right, you got a couple of minutes to practice. Okay, Robin, what are we working on?
Well, we are working on side passing.
Oh, Nickel, are you gonna tolerate that?
We're gonna see how well Marshall side passes, and
Well, I'm just gonna see how well we back right out of that scene. Okay, so we're gonna work on a side pass. Well, obviously Marshall has a little bit of an idea what it means to side pass. I mean, when you get hit by a school bus, Nickel, don't feel bad about it. It's not your fault he's big as a moose.
one of my favorite things about Marshall is that he's big, but he's super gentle. He will do whatever I ask of him, and he's not afraid of anything, which, considering his size, is quite a good thing.
Yeah, one of the things I like about him is how darn athletic he is for a big horse. He doesn't have to be athletic, he's quiet, but he's solid and he moves. All right, so your side pass looks really good, but I want to change it a little bit. I don't want to change the side pass, I want to change you. I see you holding both hands here, and that's all well and good, but there comes a day when I need to side pass for a purpose. So I want you to get those reins in one hand, and I want you to move that horse over off of one hand, okay? Because this hand, normally when I'm side passing, I'm using this hand for something. I want you to get his nose. There you go. There you go. Good, now bring him back to me. Without changing, You changed hands.
I can't
That's
change
two-handed,
hands.
one hand at a time. I want to see one-handed, there you go, okay? Now, your outside rein, just pick it up with your pinky, there you go, and set that movement back, okay? This horse is really nice, you've got him really where you want him. So now I want you to get him soft, and then that one-handed side pass, so we can just bump into you too. I don't think we're gonna win this, Nickel. Okay, Stephen, we're gonna work on lope and circles here. So what do you think your horse's weak point is here?
Well, loping to the right, when he gets up on this end of the arena, he likes to kind of push towards the gate and breaks the lead.
Okay.
Kind of switches in his hind end to the left lead and doesn't like to hold it right there.
Okay, well, let's start going to the right.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is you come around this side. I want you to use your supporting rein and really drive the momentum forward with your outside leg. Okay? So I want you to ride that inside shoulder up, and that's going to push your body out, and that's going to help push him in.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Give it a shot. This is Benelli. This is a 6 or 7-year-old horse. Okay, right there. You see how he breaks gate? Perfect. There you go. Keep that momentum up. This horse had a lot of outside riding, a lot of destinations, a lot of places to go. There you go. Good. So now see the circle ahead of you. Be seeing that circle ahead of you as you're traveling. Don't look down. Don't ride your horse's withers. Don't ride his head and neck. Drive that outside leg. There you go. Drive that out. Now as you come around, as you get parallel to me, I want you to push, push. Push that horse. Ride him. Push him. There you go. Good. Push this horse around through here. As you come parallel to me, just let him float. Push a little bit. Perfect.
There, that was a lot better.
Perfect. That was really nice. Now right here, I want you to get excited. Get after that cow. Push that speed up there. Get after that cow. Get after that cow. Go ahead and shut it down. Okay, bring him back around here. Good, push through here. You're after that cow. You're after that cow, go ahead and stop. Back him up. Back him up. Okay, so what he needs support from you. And this horse is outside and he's got a destination to go, he just goes and lopes along. So you've got to pick him up, support him. When you're coming around this side of the arena and you know there's an issue there, you need to change what your focus. That's why I said get after that cow. You want to change your focus and think, I'm getting forward, I'm going somewhere, I've got something to do. And that's going to carry that horse with you and get him a higher level of excitement. Okay, Christiana, we're working on trot to back up on GQ, is that right?
Yep, we are.
Okay. While you're working on this, I want you to tell me some of the things you like about him, but show me where you're at.
Okay. I think if one word could describe GQ, it would have to be cute. He's just so cute.
He is cute. I'll tell you, one of my favorite things about him, he's the right size to be quiet, smooth, gentle, strong, and just kind of right for everybody. He really is nice. Really good. That's nice. Go ahead and just change directions, bring him around here and do that again. Now think about, remember this is a stop exercise, right? I use this exercise to really get my horse to stop. I take him forward at a good trot and take him right into a backup. No real hesitation, okay? But if you use your hands too much or your legs too much, you're gonna get this horse popping up a little bit. Did you see that hind end sink? Right there in that, he sank that hind end in because he's thinking about pedaling backwards. Good, now let him set, turn him around, bring him the other way. I always like to let the horse set just, a couple of seconds and let him know that was the right answer. I like to change directions because in changing directions, I give him something to anticipate. People talk all the time about the evils of anticipation, and I don't believe that. I think anticipation is one of our best friends. Now, one of the things this horse is doing, when he stops, he's poking his nose up. So come on over here, I'm gonna show you an exercise I want you to work on. Just park right there. When you're working on this, don't back up every time, okay? You just trot him around here, and when you stop him, drive that bridle down, okay, with your legs. Don't let him just back away every single time. Ride him around here, push him up in there in that trot, let him reach. Let him get that hind end moving up underneath of himself. But when you stop him, don't go to the backup every time. Sometimes just drive him right there, let him go. Hold him to that bridle. Get him keeping that nose down nice and soft.
Okay, and you're putting your leg on?
Use your leg. Yep, right as you stop him, use your leg to hold him from coming backwards. So Haley, we've got loping circles on this horse. Which horse is this?
His name is Zorro. He's a 5 or 6 year old Topsail Cody bred horse.
And when we were talking earlier about the loping circles, you said you wanted to get it one-handed. Now, to get a lope circle and a snaffle bit one-handed really well is really, really difficult. Snaffle is predominantly a two-handed bridle. So just keep your hands close together and show me what you've got and I'll kind of tell you what I think.
Okay.
Haley's a really quiet rider. If you watch her, her seat is quiet, her legs are quiet. Everything she does, Haley's been riding with me since she was about 11 or 12 years old, and everything she does is portrayed in her horses. They're very quiet, they're very peaceful. So loping around here, just easy, letting that horse carry himself, not asking, these ranch horses, we don't have to ask them to be bridled up all the time. I want a little more fluidity, there you go. Drive that lope a little more, pick him up. Okay, now I want you to take his nose a little bit and shorten his stride. Just take a hold of his nose a little bit, shorten that stride down. There you go. There you go, soften his way of moving. Good, I like the way you've got your inside shoulder up. You're square, you're riding the horse really well. Frankly, it looks pretty good. I'd like to see it take his nose a little more again. I don't want you to hold his nose the whole time, but when he starts to feel like he's stretching out and getting flat, I want you to pick him up a little bit, gather him up, soften him up there. Go ahead and stop him. Let's work the other direction. Nice. Really pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and work the other direction. Okay, this horse lopes just a lot shorter frame to the right. His lope is better, it's cleaner. He carries himself better. So one of the things we need to do, Haley, is we need to lope this horse to the left quite a lot more and just getting more balanced, really work on softening that nose to the left and really shortening that stride without losing the cadence, without losing the momentum, okay? That's what I would want you working on as you're continuing to work on this horse. And there. If you notice in the camera, Hannah's chosen to go bridleless. Hannah, go ahead and show me your trot to back up. Now remember, this trot to back up is all about developing a really great stop, and it's about getting the horse's hind end deep in the ground. That's the concept and the goal. And Hannah's gonna choose to do it without using the horse's nose, without her hands in his mouth. And you need the hands in the mouth to start with, and we're gonna see that in another horse in a little bit. But the sooner we can get that horse to drive his hind end underneath of him and really get back, the better. Okay, so my job here is two things. One, I'm watching these horses and testing them. We do this with every horse that goes through the sale. I'm testing them, saying, all right, where are they at? And then I'm also saying, all right, what can you do better? A little more leg, Hannah, a little more leg. There you go, good. Now let him set. Okay, now he trotted up there and he sat down and he came back, but it was pretty mild. Kind of not much energy in, not much energy out. I want you to bring him around here and drive a little more energy into him and set him down. I want to see him really get that hind end back underneath of him. I think it's pretty impressive that you pulled it off with just a neck rope, but I want to see a little more energy. I want you to think about driving that hind end up underneath him. Well, there we go. Really make that hind end reach up to the nose and back him up right there. Roll back to your right. There you go.
Or go around you.
It's a rather short roll back. Okay. As you bring him around here, now think about, make a couple of circles. Don't just stop him on the next one. Think about pushing that horse's hind end up to his nose and his nose down to his hind end. Sit down deep and ask that horse to just back up. Back him up, back him up. There you go. Now roll back to your left. One more time. Really plan to sit down, give him plenty of time, and ask him. There. Look how much deeper that horse dropped his hind end and how quick he came back. That's the kind of thing I want to see. That was you preparing him. The first two, you weren't giving him the full shot. You put the time and effort into getting him there, but the first two times you stopped him, you weren't really sitting.
Like, I don't know, but I had confidence in this last one going into it, and I drove him into it, and that was good. I'm happy with that.
Good job, Hannah. Real good. All right, so Chad, you've got rollbacks. This is a horse that we raised here. We bought him as a long yearling and started him and have been riding him ever since. Chad's been riding him since August and had him outside quite a lot and getting along with him really quite well. That was really nice, Chad. I want you to set him up just a touch more. Just set him on his hocks by just back him up a little bit. That's enough right there. Don't come back too far. Ease your inside hand just a little bit, okay? You watch this horse, he stays real clean over his hocks. He brings that front end around really nice. He's not in a hurry. We're not trying to get anything here too wild. We just set him up. I like that. He kind of hugged the ground. Okay, now don't back him up quite that much. I just want you to set him back. That was really nice. Brought that front end around again really good. I just want you to set him back. Don't take him back quite so far. A rollback is a stop going forward and change of directions. One more time. Okay, so it's not, I don't want the horse to back up 5 steps, but at this stage of the game, it's all right to set him back a step or so to put him on his hindquarters. Good. Okay, now I want you to do one thing different for me, Chad. I want you to roll back inside the circle this time. So you come around, he's already arced to the left. Just step him right through there, okay? Bring him around, do it one more time for me. Keep him arced this direction. Nose nice and soft. Stop him. There, just trot him out of it. Now go to the outside turn again. Just want to move those shoulders, break up that anticipation a little bit. Give us one more good roll back here, where we pick that front end up. Good. So Kurt, just start by showing us what you've got for a rollback.
Okay. So this is Chase. He is 7 years old, and he's real nice, real sweet horse.
I want you to think about touching your ear with your inside shoulder. Get your heels down and set your shoulders back. There you go. We've been riding these horses for a year, but a lot of the riding we do is outside. We spend a lot of time up and down the side of mountains, through gullies, over rivers, you know, gathering livestock, pack strings, camping trips in the mountains. So it's kind of nice to be able to come in here and just put to work a little bit of the finer things on these horses. You've got lots and lots of miles on them, but it's time to really put some of that finish to them. And so this horse really, honestly, if this was a colt that we were getting ready for a reining futurity, well, he'd be, you know, only in his first little while. But the miles and the experience this horse has make up for all of the difference. So what he's going to do now is really come back and in a short time put a lot of finish and a lot of handle on this horse, because the level of maturity is there. You watch this horse, he's real solid in his brain, he thinks good. Nice job. We're going to work on this side pass. We're going to have a little fun with this. You said earlier this isn't necessarily his best thing.
Correct.
Okay, so I want you to go ahead and show me what you've got, and I'm going to see where I can help you with this.
Okay.
Okay, first off, Lisa, one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to have you come back over here.
Okay.
Your horse is walking off on an angle, okay? You've got him a little bit bent like a banana.
Yep.
But when I ask a horse to side pass, I use my outside rein a lot more. I just keep his neck a little straighter and straighten his body out. What that does, watch when my horse bends. See how we start forward? Okay, I'll come over here where I can do it again. We start into the side pass. When he's bent, it allows that shoulder to get ahead of us.
Okay.
So I pick up that outside rein, and once I have that outside rein, that allows my horse to straighten out and travel straight sideways.
Okay.
Keep him a little more straighter. Just pick up, it's called a supporting rein for a reason. Go ahead and give it a try.
Okay. So just pick up a little bit more on that outside
Pick up
rein.
a little bit more on that outside rein. This is one of the things I notice that I think riders, see how we're still going forward? A little more outside rein. There we go. There we go. That's a lot truer sideways. Okay, now get him out of it. Forward, forward, come around back here. Get him moving forward. There you go. When you feel him start to stagger step, you get 2 or 3 good steps, get him out of it.
Okay.
This horse can side pass pretty well, but you're trying to clean it up and make it look finished, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so you want fluidity in this. You want him to move.
Okay.
You want him to get forward, so you're going to ask him to side pass. Straight, outside rein, outside rein, outside rein, outside rein. Okay, you're still walking forward. When I tell you that outside rein, I want you to come on over here.
Okay.
Lisa, I want you to hop on my horse, and I'm going to hop on yours. Okay, now go ahead and try it on my horse, Lisa. Straighten that rein. See, you got him over. There you go. Good, right there. Now forward. Forward. If you're not careful, you end up with him overbent. You want to start with him soft and move that body over, straight over sideways. You get a little hesitation right here, just keep working. Keep asking that horse to step over, right there, good. Yeah, let him out of it. But I don't quit asking, but also don't let go of this outside rein. Outside rein, outside rein. There, right there. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
really did.
Nickel is going to be quick to show you that difference.
Right.
You know, the Bible tells us in Hebrews chapter 11 that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. Faith in our life is so critical. First of all, without faith in God, it would be impossible for me to do most of what I do. But faith in our family, faith in our horses even. Learn to be trusting and to just say, you know what, it's going to be okay and I'm going to have faith in this, that it's going to work out. If I don't have faith in my horse, there's no way he can have faith in me, right? So when I do anything with him, I trust him. When I step up on his back, I have faith that I'm going to come home tonight and I'm going to have a great ride. What is faith? Well, think of it like this. When you flip the light switch, what do you expect to have happen? You expect the light to come on. You flip the light switch in faith knowing it's going to come on. You pick up the reins in faith, knowing your horse is going to stop. You ask him to back up in faith, knowing he's going to back up. He has to have faith too. He has to have faith in you. And for him to have faith in you, you have to be faithful. You have to actually be dependable for him. When I think about faith, I honestly think it is probably the greatest key ingredient in all of our lives. We're having a lot of fun bringing these shows to you guys. Through it all, what you are going to continually see is that my riders care first about each other and then they care about their horses. And I think that's a really neat thing. So until next time, may God bless the trails you ride.
Find out more about Ken McNabb horsemanship at kenmcnabb.com.
That one true horse, the perfect partner built to ride. One true horse, a bond that cannot be denied. You would search forever just to have the chance to take a ride on one true horse.
All right, here we go, folks. Get out of there.
Hey, Jeannie, can you train your cat to go somewhere else? Oh, I see. Hola, are you serious?